Hello and welcome to this VR stress test. We're in the HP Reverb G2, although at the moment I'm holding it, so hopefully you can hear me okay. But the microphone on this headset is pretty damn good actually. But you can see here, pretty scary, everything's going to be ultra. We're going to fly over New York in the DA62. I've chosen that because it's actually quite hefty on frame rate, particularly because of this G1000 panel. And of course I'm running the Stormforce Ryzen 9 5900X with the RX 6900XT, so it's back in there again. The RTX 3090 is back in my Intel system after the previous test, which I'll link in the description below, because in that test we actually did deduct the fact that this particular GPU, which is the 6900XT, cannot run high resolution VR very well. It can do it, but it does struggle. So this is my settings I'm using in the OpenXR, which is what I use anyway, to be honest. It's the custom render scale at 70%. Motion reprojection is disabled for this test because, again, the 6900XT really struggles to do that. So we're going to disable that because we want to see the actual raw frame rate anyway, with latest preview OpenXR runtime on. And that's my dog woofing. They've gone crazy today, guys. I know what's wrong with them. They're all a bit mental. But anyway, if you don't know much about Stormforce, they are a UK high-end PC brand. And here's some sort of footage of the unboxing process of the AMD system. I have to say, you get a ton of leads and brackets and connectors, things you don't normally get with other PC manufacturers, which I really like. And at the time of recording, I'm pleased to say I do have a special discount code. A few people have used it now, and I'm very happy that they've saved like £200 off a new computer. Pretty damn cool. Anyway, let's get cracking now and see if we can do this scary ultra settings test over New York. Here we go. Okay folks, so we're now back in the sim. Ultra settings, you can see here, we're getting about 28 frames per second sat on the ground at chord. In the DA62, I thought I'd use this because it's got the nice fancy G1000 cockpit. Also, we've actually got smart access memory enabled, which is basically AMD's alternative to the resizable bar. And it basically means there's a better connection between the GPU and CPU, and it can be up to about 16% extra performance. So I think it's going to be interesting, you know, testing that out as well and see how it performs. Anyway, I'm now going to start this up, and the next time you'll see me will be right overhead New York. Let's see how we get on. Okay, folks, so we're back over New York, full photogrammetry, ultra settings, even the weather is pretty damn cloudy actually. This is real world weather at the moment, which is perfect because it's really overcast. So it gives you an idea of what kind of performance we're going to get, and I tell you what, it feels super smooth. I was not expecting it to be this good actually. Yeah, I'd say this is the Reverb G2, not full native resolution, it can't quite handle that, this particular build with that GPU. It's just a bit too much for it, but you know what, it's still really super sharp. Not Vario levels of sharpness, but it's still a great headset, guys, it really is. And you know what? This is not embarrassing for the AMD at all. This is running really well. Look at this. This feels okay. I'm getting about 30 frames per second, and I've been flying around on purpose before putting the record button on, and you know, it was even smoother then actually. And if you consider an AMD system is much cheaper than the equivalent, say, Intel-based system, then this is a compelling buy. I have to say, for me personally, I do feel the Intel and NVIDIA combination is the best, but this is certainly not embarrassing at all for the AMD. Do you know, if I'd have just bought this computer today and I was trying this out, full ultra settings, I would not be disappointed. Now the frame rate does look quite low, but bear in mind I am recording as well. Out of recording mode, I'm getting about 30 frames per second. That's pretty damn good. So I hope that's been of some interest, guys. And just to say, by the way, before I go, I have been looking at my YouTube analytics recently. 80% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. Now, I don't, you know, like to be sponsored. I'm not interested in doing a Patreon page. Don't really like that donate button. I just find it a little bit awkward, it's just not really me. So the only way that I'm really asking for you to support me is just to subscribe, guys. Literally, if 80% of you subscribe now, I'd be absolutely like 25,000 subscribers. It'd be amazing, and that's all I really need to kind of help me support the videos I'm trying to make, because they do take time, guys. And if you are enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. I really would appreciate it. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again very soon. Look at this. Really, really beautiful views here. And running really well. Tell you what, AMD, you've not embarrassed yourself today. This is very impressive. See you soon, guys. Bye for now.